Hello all, this is Manjusha Bhosle from KK Polytechnic Nashik. Today we will see how to write shell script in Linux. Now to write shell script you should be aware of VI editor. We have already seen in previous video how to use VI editor, and now we will see how to write shell script in VI editor and how to execute it. So the title of this video is execute shell script using if statement. Objectives are to write simple shell script and to use if else and elif ladder to write shell script. So before learning if statement we should know that how to use some simple commands in shell script, how to display a message, how to store the value in variable, how to display that value of variable, and how to do some basic things or concepts of shell script, and then we will move to the if statement. I am using Putty interface to connect with Linux server, and I have already logged in as MPB user, and of course I will use vi command to open the file. Now let us see how to open the file for writing the shell script and then how to write the shell script. So let us start with it. Now here you can see that I have already got $prompt where I can execute my commands, and now I can execute vi command to go into vi editor. But before that you should know that if you want to write a shell script, then you should have your file extension as .sh. So here I will use vi command to go into vi editor, that is to open the file, but my file name will be, for example, prog if .sh. Now here .sh indicate it is a shell script, it has to be executed, and whenever you will execute it, it will be considered as script or a program, and accordingly it will execute. So here when you use vi progif.sh, you will get one file name progif.sh. it is a new file, and there you can start writing the shell script. Now very first thing is how to display a simple message. So for the same you have to use echo command. Now see, when I press echo, I am not able to type anything here. So first I need to go into insert mode. So press I. So you will be in a insert mode, and then you start writing the shell script. So very first thing, how to write a simple message. So for that echo command is there, echo, and in double quote you have to give the message. So if my message is suppose welcome to shell script, here you have to remember that there should be one character space between echo and the double quote. Here the color are different for command and the message. From there you can conclude whether your syntax is correct or not. Now this is done to display the simple message. Now my shell script is ready to execute. So to save it, as we were using escape:(x), here we have to use same and press enter. You will be out of vi editor, and now you have to use sh command to run the script. So progif.sh and press enter, and now here you will get the message that we have written inside the shell script. So this is first thing. Second thing is how to store the value of variable and how to display it. So again go into vi editor, again open it, again press I to go in insert mode, and then here you have to store the value inside the variable. Suppose my variable is var is equal to, now see the color is changed, so variable is blue color, is equal to is the assignment operator, and suppose here I am storing some value, for example 56, that is 56, and what I want to do is I want to display the value of var. Now if I just give here the name of var as var, and if I save this file and press enter, and if I run this program, then I will just get var as a var name, and it is not displaying the value. So for that reason you need to use $sign before this var to retrieve the value of variable. So $var will display the value, and before you can concat the statement like the value of var is and colon, press escape, colon x, enter and execute it, and it will give you the message as well as the value of variable. Now third thing is, what if I want to make arithmetic operations? So go to the VI editor again. Now to do the arithmetic operation there are two cases. First, you may ask user to enter the value, or your values may be constant. So first we will do it for constant value. So var is equal to, suppose I am giving here var1 is equal to 56 and var2 is equal to 78. var2 is equal to 78. Now I want to perform the addition. So of course my message will be the addition is, and here I will specify. Now according to our logic we may specify like this plus $var2. Now what if I write this? Let us see. And if I run this, the addition is 56 plus 78. So it is not performing actual addition, it is just giving you the values, and plus sign will be as it is. So to perform the arithmetic operation we have to use one command, that is expr. And how to use that command, that I will show you here. So here to do this addition you have to use backquote. Now backquote is present on your keyboard where tilde sign is there. Backquote is one of the symbol that is used for command substitution. The meaning of command substitution is if you are using a command within any another command. So your command is inner command, you have to use backquote to evaluate it. expr space, then you will specify $var1 plus $var2. Of course there should be a space, and then backquote complete, and then double quote complete. Now once again observe it. I am displaying the message the addition is, which is in a double quote. You can also specify that expr equation after double quote is completed, or inside it is okay. And inside that backquote you have to use expr command. As I am using expr command inside echo command, I need to use backquote, otherwise I don't need to use it. And then expr need two operands and one operator. So here var1 and var2, to retrieve the value I am using $sign, and plus is the symbol to specify the meaning that it is a addition. Then press escape, colon x, enter and run it. And here you can observe the output, the addition is 134. This is how you can perform the addition of two numbers if they are constant. Now the second case is, what if you ask user to enter the number and then you want to perform the addition. So again go to the VI editor, and instead of specifying like var1 is equal to 56, you first ask user to enter the value. So of course to give message to the user you will use echo statement, and then enter the first number, and then user will enter first number, and that you need to read, that is scan the first number using read command. Again you will ask for another number, echo, enter second number, and then read second number, var2. So again you will use read command. Read will read the input given by the user in particular variable. So read need one variable name. So here for first number var1 and for second number var2 is used, and to do the addition the same expr command with backquote and that plus symbol you need to use. Here you may use another variable to store the addition, and then in echo statement you can directly retrieve the value of that third variable. So that we will do. So press enter here. Suppose my sum is expr again this is command within command, so here you have to use backquote expr dollar var1 plus dollar var2, and you can directly retrieve the value of sum dollar sum. Let us run this. Press escape :x, enter sh. Now it will ask me to enter first number. So suppose my first number is 12 and second number is 89, and then the addition is 101. So this is also possible if you are using another variable or third variable. So this is all about addition of two numbers. Similarly, you can perform subtraction, multiplication, division and mod operations. Let us do the same. Now here just go into insert mode, and for subtraction, sub is equal to, in backquote, expr dollar var 1 minus dollar var 2. Now here you have to use once again echo statement. So escape y p p p, because we want to perform p 5 operations. We want to perform 5 operations. y p p p. Now here sub is for subtraction, mul is for multiplication, div is for division, and suppose this is for mod. Now for mod you have to use mod operator. For division you have to use two symbols. First is backslash and then the division symbol. For multiplication also you have to use two symbols, backslash and multiplication, because these two symbols are wildcard and there you need to specify another meaning. Now here subtraction is, then multiplication, then division, and then mod. Mod means it is remainder. So here is mod, here is div, here is mul, and then sub. Now let us once again see the program. We have asking user to enter two variables, two values, var1, var2. In sum, addition is stored. In sub, subtraction, multiplication will store multiplication, division will store division, mod will store mod, and then one by one you will display all the values. Escape :x, enter. Let us run the program. Enter. Now enter first number, for example 56, and second number is 5, and here is the answer. Addition is okay, 56 plus 5 is 61, subtraction is also 51, multiplication is 280, division is 11, and remainder is 1. So this is how you can perform all other arithmetic operations. Now these are all basic concepts of shell scripting. Now we will move to the if statement, how to use if statement. So once again go to the VI editor, and now we will check whether the given number is odd or even. Now for that you need to study how to write conditions in shell script. So of course first you will ask user to enter the number. Suppose this is var1, and then I will check whether it is odd or even. So for that write if, then you have to test the condition. So in square bracket you can test the condition, you have to give space, more space. If $var1, now here the relational operators are hyphen EQ for equality, hyphen GE for greater than equal to, hyphen GT for greater than, hyphen LE for less than equal to, hyphen LT for less than, and NE for not equal to. So if $var1 is equal to, so for that is equal to now here if you want to check whether the given number is odd or even, you have to check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. Then for that first you store the mod. So rem is equal to in backquote expr $var1 mod 2. So this will store the remainder of division, that is variable divided by 2. If it is 0, then your number is even, otherwise it is odd. So first here you have to use rem if it is equal to EQ, that is equal to 0 0. Then on next line you have to write then statement, and then you will display your message for true statement, that is it is even. And if you want to concat your number, then here you can say $var1 is even, and else you can write here echo $var1 is odd. And then to end the if statement you have to use fi, that is opposite of if. Once again let us see the code. First you will ask user to enter the number. So here instead of first you can say enter the number only. Then you will read that number, you will store the remainder dividing it by 2. If remainder is 0, then it is even, otherwise it is odd. Let us run the code. Now I am just clearing the screen so that you can see the output properly. sh progive.sh, enter the number. Suppose if I enter 78, the number is even. Again if I enter 23, the number is odd. Now what if I want to check whether the number is positive or negative? So again go to the VI editor with the program, and you just have to remove this, and you check whether the number is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then it is positive. So $var1 greater than GT 0, $var1 is, you can say, positive, else it is negative. So $var1 is negative. So let us run the program. Once again you can see the condition. Here you have to remember one thing, that after if you have to give space, after square bracket, opening square bracket, you have to give space. You have to give space in all the words inside the if, then should be on the next line, then echo statement or whatever statement you want to write for true condition, else is to write the statements for false condition. Press escape, x, enter, run this, enter the number. Suppose minus 52, enter, minus 52 is negative. Again run this, enter the number. Suppose 24, 24 is positive. This is how you can use if statement with else statement. Now we will see how to check multiple condition using elif ladder or elif statement. Now go to the program again. Now suppose in the same example I want to check whether the given number is 0, because here I am just checking whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. But what if it is 0? So for that you need to insert one more statement here. Go to the insert mode and add here elif, and condition should be there, that is you have to check equality of the variable with 0. So $var1 equal to, in double quote, 0, and then if this is so, here also you have to write then statement. If this is so, echo $var1 is 0, suppose. Press escape :x, enter, and then run the program. Now suppose if I enter here 0, it will give me 0 is 0. If I enter 56, it is positive. If I enter -7, it is negative. So once again see the program. If, then you have to specify condition, then on next line then statement for true condition, then elif stands for else if. In front of that you can specify the condition, then statement for that condition, and then else part will be for all above conditions are false, and this is for false condition. Now like one elif you can insert multiple elif. Suppose here I want to insert one more elif, then I can go to insert mode, enter here, suppose elif. Here you have to check the condition for specific number. For example, $var1 eq, suppose 100. Suppose 100. On next line use then, and then echo statement, it's 100. Run it. Suppose I enter 100, then 100 it is positive. Now what is the problem? Because here it is checking the first condition only, and at it is got true, it is never be executing the next conditions. So if you want to write this condition, you should write at the first. For example, here if I change it, eq $100, and then here you will write it is 100. Then elif, if var is equal to 0, it is 0. Elif it is greater than, that is gt 0, then it is positive, and else it is negative. So escape :x sh. If I enter 100, then it will give me 100, it is 100. If I enter 56, it will give me it is positive. If I enter -89, it will give me it is negative, and if I enter 0, it will give me it is 0. So just observe the program. There are multiple elif statement. This is called as a elif ladder. So here we have seen some basic concepts of shell script. Then we have seen how to write simple if else statement, and then with elif statement, single elif, and then multiple elif statement. I hope you all have understood some basic concepts of shell script and if statement. Thank you all.